So, yeah, once again, Chandni Thakkar. I'm a doctor of pharmacy and a certified meditation teacher. So, after seeing the videos on YouTube about the people benefiting from meditation, I personally started practicing and experimenting with it for almost a year. And the benefits that I experienced, that's what made me feel like I want to become a teacher and I want to spread this to each and every person I meet. Trust me, anytime I speak to any of my family members, friends, we're discussing any matter, meditation is a part of it. And my kids always tell me, is meditation answer to everything? And then I tell my kids, it is the master key. And you will realize this as you'll continue practicing. So, the benefits that I personally experienced are, so, first of all, my perspective towards life completely changed. So, most of the human beings, we think that life is happening to me. But what I learned is life is not happening to me, it's happening for me. That's the biggest change I experienced with meditation. I had eczema in my right hand for last 13 years. And a lot of you are in healthcare, so you might know that desoxymethasone is a very strong steroid cream. I had to use it to get rid of my eczema on a very regular basis. So what happened after I started practicing meditation? For a couple months, I didn't even see any signs or symptoms of my dry skin or eczema. And I completely forgot that I had it. It has power to even cure stress-related illnesses. Besides that, see, most of us, even though like most of the pieces in life seem to be at the perfect place at the perfect time, we still feel like something is missing. So most of us know that we have a life purpose, but we just don't know what it is. Like we are looking to do something good for the society, for others, but meditation helps us find the life purpose. So besides the emotional health and the physical health, it clears the bigger picture about the perspective towards life. So overall, we all know that we are currently living in a little bit uncertain and stressful times. Trust me, I'm not trying to define life as a stressful or complicated one. There are many beautiful experiences of life. But along with those experiences, life is also filled with a little bit of discomfort, pain, anxiety, some uncertainties, distractions, and such emotions. Most of us either have questions about health, finances, or relationship related questions. So the solution for all of these is within. The solution for feeling happier and calmer, it starts from within. So that's what meditation is all about. With meditation, we can connect to our inner peace and joy regardless of external situation. Mayo Clinic, we all know about Mayo Clinic, right? So Mayo Clinic, what they have to say about meditation, if you go on their website, they have written this, that Mayo Clinic is saying meditation is the simple and fast way to reduce stress. It can wipe away the day's stress by bringing in the inner peace. So many healthcare institutions are promoting meditation. And we all know, like my research in meditation has shown me more than 10,000 schools in our country have meditation in their curriculum. Lots of corporate offices, even when the executive position leaders are at work, they have meditation room in these offices. Recently, one of my family member was admitted to the Rush University Medical Center, a huge and most popular, best hospital in Chicago, right? Rush has a meditation room. I was impressed and amazed. I mean, spirituality has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with whether you believe in something or not. As long as one is a human being, they can practice meditation. Each and every human being has the right to connect to their inner peace. And that's what meditation is all about. So I know a lot of you might be thinking that mindfulness is like a popular word these days. And lots of the time people use mindfulness and meditation interchangeably, but there is a difference. So let's define mindfulness. So mindfulness is when we're paying our attention to the present moment or the present action that we are doing. For example, if I'm eating right now, I'm paying attention to each and every bite, the color of my meal, the texture, I'm feeling the texture. Versus if we are watching TV and eating, like we don't even know how much we ate. We kind of have to look at the container whether I finished it or not. Versus if I'm eating mindfully, I know exactly that I'm done eating, my appetite is done, I can no longer keep going. So mindfulness is when we are paying 100% attention to the present moment. So what is meditation? How come it's different than mindfulness? So meditation means think from mindfulness to mind emptiness. What is mind emptiness? Is it possible for human beings to be in the zero thought state? Well, it is, and meditation helps us reach there. So before we learn about how to meditate, what are the benefits? How long should one meditate? Before getting into the topic, let's clear some of the misconceptions about meditation. First of all, a lot of people think that it has to do with religion. It has nothing to do with religion. As long as one is a human being older than 5 years old, they can meditate. So when you have clients and you don't know if there's like a younger kids or teenagers, 5 years and older can meditate. The second thing that's a misconception is it requires chanting. No chanting, no speaking, no thinking. We are not speaking a single word. Some people think that meditators don't live a normal life. Let me tell you my experience. Meditators live a fulfilling life. There were things that my family used to enjoy, but it was not a part of me. And I'm like, no, if you're going on a walk, I don't like walking. I'm not coming. Versus now I want to enjoy each and every moment of life. So I'm participating in more and more social gatherings, more family activities, and I'm following my passion. So meditators live normal life, plus they live joyful life. So let's clear that myth that meditators don't live a normal life. Some people think that meditators wear different clothes, they change their names, etc., etc. Nope. Meditation is for each and every one of us. So who can meditate? As I said earlier, regardless of the religion or the belief system, any human being greater than 5 years old can meditate. What is the science of meditation? So first, the scientifically how meditation helps human beings is it increases neuroplasticity. What is neuroplasticity? It changes the brain. It forms the new neuronal connections inside the brain. With this benefit, what meditation does, it reduces cortisol, the stress hormone in our body. It shrinks the areas of our brain that are related to anger and fear. and it expands the area related to peace and joy. It actually makes us more kind. It decreases the activity in the regions of the brain which focuses on me and mine, and it transitions us to the general universal mindset. So overall, we become a much kinder human being. So when we defined mindfulness and meditation, meditation is helping us stay in the present moment. You all being directly connected to your clients, you know that what is depression? Depression means when somebody is living in their past, they can't stop thinking about situations, people, events that has happened in the past. So whenever the mind and thoughts are staying in the past, it causes depression. And anytime somebody is thinking about the future or concerned about the future, that's what causes anxiety. So what meditation does, it keeps us in the present moment. So we are neither concerned about the past, nor we are concerned about what's coming up. That's how this can help the emotional and behavioral well-being. So if somebody asks you, introduce yourself, but you can't use your name, you can't use your profession, you can't use your parents' name or your spouse's name, how would one introduce themselves? After thinking for a while, I would say that, okay, I'm a human being, right? So what are human beings made up of? We are made of body. We all know we have physical body. Second, we have mind. Third, what's the third thing that keeps us alive? That is the life force energy. Whether you want to call it soul, spirit, life force energy, whatever you want to name it. But we know there is some spark, some energy within us that's keeping us alive. We all do so many different things to take care of our physical body. We want to look good, we dress up, we shop, we go to beauty parlors, salons, we eat healthy, right? We go to gym, we do exercise, yoga, so many things just to take care of our body. And I'm glad we do that. Body is very, very important to stay healthy and functional. Well, in the contrary, what do we do to take care of our mind? Do we do anything daily, weekly? Do we have any routine to take care of our mind? No. Just like how food is necessary for our physical body, same way, meditation is the food for our mind. It keeps our mind full of pure and positive thoughts. Scientists have said that on an average, a human being thinks like 60 to 90,000 thoughts in 24 hours. And we all know the quality of these thoughts. Not all the thoughts are the one that we like. Many times we feel like, really? Am I thinking this way? We need to change our negative thinking, like put an effort to transition to the positive thinking. So what meditation does, it clears our mind from negative thinking every single day. If we are practicing this on a daily basis, just like how we detox our body on a regular basis, we are detoxing our thoughts. And that's how this can help with emotional well-being. So once again, what is meditation? If you want to define it, meditation is emptying our mind from thoughts. So taking our mind into zero thoughts state. For example, somehow you took your mind into zero thought state, but then to keeping it in that state for certain amount of time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that's what requires practice. And meditation, learning the right technique of meditation can help us going into the zero thought state and also maintaining ourselves into that state. So someone will ask you that what's the point of me just sitting with my eyes closed? How is it going to help me? That's when we can discuss the benefits. So what are the benefits of meditation? So first is it gives you sense of calm, peace, and balance, which leads to emotional health. It can help us stay centered. You know what meditation teaches us? Because we have to sit in one position for a certain amount of minutes. It requires patience, right? So how this patience helps us is it switches us from reactive mode to responsive mode. We all know that greater than 90% of the human beings are ready to react. We don't even let the other person finish their sentence and we are ready to answer, right? Because we are practicing meditation on a daily basis, what it does, anytime there is a situation, we give ourselves 10 seconds. We take a pause and then we decide, is it necessary to answer in this situation? If it's necessary, what should I say, which is not going to worsen the situation? So an individual transitions from reactive mode to responsive mode. And this can not just help us in our personal lives, personal relationships, also in our professional lives, right? So this is the biggest benefit. The other benefit is we can gain a new perspective over a stressful situation. So many times, the situations are not going to drastically change. But because we are tapping into the inner peace and the inner sense of joy, that inner peace is going to give us a new perspective towards that same challenging situation. And this way, we are able to better handle a situation in a positive way. Meditation naturally, it increases the production of serotonin in the brain, which is another physiological change that it can bring to our mind. And this physiological change will help reduce negative emotions, right? The other benefit, it can lower the resting heart rate and resting blood pressure. It can improve the sleep quality. You will see that anytime any human being is needing a sleep aid or sleep medications to fall asleep, once they learn this technique from you, and if they start practicing, they will see within a week or so that they won't need that sleep med any longer. Because before falling asleep, they have already transitioned their brain waves into the gamma state, which is the state required to fall asleep. So many patients, their need for the sleep medications, it goes down or even stops. These were more like emotional health benefits. Along with the emotional health, it also helps cure stress-related diseases. For example, asthma, pain, irritable bowel syndrome, tension headaches, etc. So it has emotional and physical healing benefits. Now one can ask me that how long should one meditate for? Are 5 minutes enough or 10 minutes enough? Like what would you tell your clients? How would you guide them? So the rule of thumb is one is supposed to meditate for the number of minutes is equal to their age in years. So if somebody is 10 years old, they can meditate for 10 minutes a day. If somebody is 30 years old, they can meditate for 30 minutes a day. This might make you feel like, oh, who's going to meditate for 30 minutes a day? That's a long time, right? So one can definitely start with 5 minutes a day. And gradually, as they start feeling the benefits, they themselves will be encouraged to taper up. But you, as a teacher, as a guide, you can keep in mind that if I'm guiding my client, then, and if the client is happy and they are expressing the joy with the benefits of meditation, you can guide them to slowly taper up to the number of minutes is equal to the number of years of their age. So this is definitely something to remember. I mean, the more the merrier, more the better. But they can start with 5 minutes a day in the beginning, and that will also give them experience of that inner peace and calmness. So how to meditate? We learned what is meditation, what are the benefits. Now we are going to go into the technique. Super simple, no preparations required. All one can do is if somebody is sitting on the floor, then they can just cross their legs on the floor. And if somebody's sitting in a chair, they just have to lock their feet from ankle to ankle, right? And they lock their fingers like this. And they have to put their hands with the fingers locked in the lap by keeping their palms facing up. So legs are locked, the fingers are locked, and the eyes are closed. These are the only three things one needs to do. Why do we do that? Why is the position required? What happens during meditation is the life force energy that we talked about earlier. Another name for that is the cosmic energy, which exists in the universe. So when we take the position and sit in meditation, the cosmic energy enters through our head, and because the legs, fingers, and eyes are closed, our body is creating a closed circuit. So the energy which is entering from the head is circulating throughout the body. And as it keeps circulating, that's how it's clearing any physical or emotional blockages in the body. And that's how it's healing and curing any emotional distress or any physical illnesses. The reason why we are taking the position, once again, is to create a closed circuit. So the legs are crossed, the fingers are locked, and the eyes are closed. If somebody is not able to take the position, they are still going to get the benefits. So if you feel like this person might not be able to follow the instructions or they are not ready to follow the instructions, it's okay. They can sit in a position that they like, just close the eyes, and after taking the position, all one has to do is take their attention to the breathing. We don't have to change the pattern of our breathing. We can continue breathing normally. Normal, natural, silent breath. After closing the eyes, just taking the awareness, the attention to the incoming and outgoing breath. In the beginning, when you are training your clients, you can teach them to count their breath. For example, anytime there is an incoming breath, they can count 1, second incoming breath, 2, 3. Why do we do that? This is not necessary. The counting is necessary for training until somebody gets used to taking their awareness to their breath without counting. What happens when we start counting? We are giving some work to our mind. Anytime we give some work to our mind, thoughts go zero because mind doesn't have time for thoughts because it's busy doing something else. So the way you teach your clients, close their eyes and taking the awareness to the incoming and outgoing natural breath. As I said, initially, they can count their breathing. This way, they are stopping any positive or negative thoughts, and they are coming into the zero thoughts state. This is the state which is helping in healing the body and mind. So is the technique clear? Anybody has any questions? If we are ready and the concept is clear, I would like to practice 20 minutes meditation with you all, but I am opening the floor for you all to ask any questions or any clarifications which you might need.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
So if someone is sitting on the floor in crisscross applesauce,
Right.
do their hands have to be up then, or where are their hands if they're on the floor?
Even if they're on the floor, the hands are always going to be in the lap.
Okay, thank you.
Super comfortable. See, one has to be in super comfortable position to meditate. If you have to maintain a posture, if you have to do forced breathing, or if you have to remember to keep your hands up, that's not going to let them go into that relaxation. So our entire goal is to make them feel super comfortable. If one is meditating at home, have pillows around you, sit in the comfortable sofa that you like. The only condition is locking the legs, locking the fingers, putting it in your lap, and closing the eyes. Any other questions? Nope. Okay, then I would recommend you all to, if anybody wears glasses, then before meditation, what we do is we remove the glasses, and at the end, when we are wanting to end the meditation, we have the fingers locked in our lap, right? We are going to unlock the fingers and put the hands on our eyes. This way, any cosmic energy which has collected in our palms, it's going to get reabsorbed into the body. So anybody is wearing a glasses, you may remove your glasses. I am going to play a soft meditation music. We are all going to take the position of locking our legs, taking our fingers, closing our eyes, and taking our awareness to our silent breathing. If you feel like lots of thoughts are coming, you are not able to stay with your breath, let the thought come, let it go by like a river. Don't push your thoughts away, right? So let's take the position. incoming and outgoing. Any thoughts go by like a river. Bring your attention back to the normal, natural release and increase level of your mind. Let's unlock our fingers and put our hands on our eyes and slowly come into the awareness of your surroundings. Thank you all for investing this 1 hour of your time in learning meditation today. I am more than happy to share this tool with you, which you'll be able to utilize for yourself, your family, friends, and clients. I am open to any experience sharing. If anybody wants to share their experience, I would love to hear that. Anyone?
I thought I liked it. I had a horrible time focusing. Like I felt like I remember in the beginning you said not to like push your thoughts away, but to try to let them like pass. Like
Right.
it was kind of tough for me, but overall I really liked it.
Yeah. So you can start counting your breath when that happens. Too many thoughts are coming. You can just start counting your breath. This way you're giving some work to your brain, and that's how the thoughts are going to stop. Try that next time.
Awesome. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I have a comment, or I don't know if it's a question or what, but
Yeah.
I had a client last week who was really stressed out, and she decided to pray the rosary. And she's Catholic,
Uh-huh.
and she said that relaxes her. So, and I sat with her, and she was just praying the same prayer over and over for each bead. And I'm like, gosh, it's almost like a meditation, because she was just saying the same thing for every single bead. And then she says it calms her, but I don't know, she says she had to get better at it, but I just thought to me, it kind of seemed like a meditation. So I don't know.
Yeah, but when you are saying something, like whether it's a prayer or any word that you are repeating again and again, which means that that prayer or word has some sort of meaning, even if it has a positive meaning. It has a meaning attached to it, right? Versus when we are focusing on the breath, you are completely blank. You are not even trying to analyze any word or prayer or anything. And breath is something that we all obviously had, right? When we were born, since the last day. So breath is something that's your guru, that's your teacher, that's
Okay.
kind of guiding you to be in the present moment. Versus a prayer has some sort of even a positive, but there's a meaning. So I would say this is more like a neutral tool versus a positive one.
Okay. Thank you.
She can definitely experiment with this. And yeah, I would love to know. You can email Nisha and she can forward it to me if she finds any benefit with this. But I would say breath is much more neutral, and she will definitely get benefit with following this technique.
Okay, I'll try that with her, see if she's interested. Thank you.
Sounds good. Anybody else?
Yes, I want to share that I have tinnitus. So when listening to the flow of the water, that's what I was focusing on.
Yeah.
It helped to kind of like the tinnitus was kind of like in the background. So I'm not so conscious about the tinnitus. And so I think in that way it helps. However, I find at the same time the music, sort of like the flow of the water and the music background, it's kind of taken away my attention from focusing on my breath.
I see. Yeah. No, thank you so much for sharing that. So what happens is music is not mandatory. Music is mainly for beginners, and you can choose any meditation music. There are so many YouTube meditation music videos without ads. Make sure you write without ads, because if it's with ad, it's going to distract you. You are in the calm state and then the ad comes up and you get disturbed. So any meditation music without ad, any instrumental music that you like, you can choose that. But as I said, music is for beginners, as music easily takes us into that softer space. I have been meditating for a year, and even music is a disturbance for me. I like to meditate in like a peaceful state. I don't want music. So if you feel like that water sounds or any music is not for you, then you can just sit in quiet space and just focus on your breath and be with yourself. That will help too. Truly, that is a meditation. These are the extra tools that we are using to go into that calm state. So try different music or no music.
Okay, thank you. I
Mhm.
also have another comment. I'm sitting on a hard back chair with a cushion, like on the padding. Um, during that time, I was very aware of the aches, like my body, sort of like the achy part, like, and with my back against the back of the chair. And so finally I actually adjusted, like my posture
Mhm.
and moved my back away from the back of the chair. And it made me more comfortable. So I guess like maybe this experience kind of like helped me to be more aware of my body and get into sort of like the adjustment, to make myself like more comfortable.
Yeah, so two things with your comment. First is before you start meditation, you sit in the most comfortable space, whether it's a sofa, you need some pillows, whatever it is. Secondly, anytime a meditation, as I said, we are creating a closed circuit and the energy is circulating throughout each and every cell of our body. Any body part that requires healing, you will feel the energy there. You will either feel like a tingling sensation, or you'll feel like there's a little bit of headache, or you'll feel like there is a little bit of backache or body ache, any area that requires healing. For example, you know that this part of your skin is usually it has like dry skin issue or whatever it is. During meditation, that area that requires repairing work, you will feel like energy is doing something there. Same thing with your back. If you feel like your back required some work, like healing work, there is a possibility that energy was doing its job and it was repairing the area or healing the area. So two things, sit in a most comfortable place. And second thing is, if you feel like energy is doing its work, let it do it. Don't stop meditation. If you have decided 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and during those 15 minutes, if any of your body part is feeling any sensation, tingling sensation, a little bit of numbness, a little bit of pain, let it be, because that means you are being healed. Only if you feel like you're not able to meditate with this feeling, then you can change your posture or do something else. But the sign is you're being healed, and that's why you feel any symptoms in your body during meditation. You can notice another thing. The moment you'll open your eyes after finishing meditation, any feelings that you had on your body, they'll disappear. Whether it was a back pain, whether it was a like heaviness in the head, or it was a tingling sensation, anything you felt, any energy work that you felt, the moment you'll open your eyes, that will disappear. So that's another sign that your body is being healed during meditation, feeling that energy, the sensations. So in your case, I'm not sure if it was the healing work that was being done or if it was the chair that was not super comfortable for you, but it could be either of these two things.
I think it's both, probably.
That's great. Anybody else? We have 2 more minutes.
Hi,
Hello.
very interesting, very comfortable.
Thank you.
I liked it. I really did. the concentration, 20 minutes is kind of hard, but I sat through it pretty good. I think because I got hungry, so I think what happened.
Trust me, you can start with 5 minutes every day and then you can slowly go up
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you gradually can get to it. Okay.
gradually. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Today, I
Cool.
wanted most of you to feel how it feels to be with ourselves, how it feels to be calm. I wanted you all to feel that. That's why we kept 20 minutes. But at home, you can start with 5 minutes, even with your clients. You can start with 5 minutes. And
Okay.
slowly, as they progress, they like it or they enjoy it, they feel the benefits, and slowly you can taper up.
Cool.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you.
All right, 1 o'clock. Any last opportunity to speak up? Last 10 seconds. Or else I'm going to share a small 2-minute video clip of the meditation technique that we discussed today and a flyer which showing the position of the meditation. Those are the 2 things I'm going to email to Nisha and she can distribute amongst you all. So if anybody, we forget some little things here and there. So if anybody needs a refresher later on, you can follow those 2 tools. And if anybody has any questions that come up later on, definitely you can forward those to Nisha and she will email it to me. But thank you all once again for your precious time. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
You too.